guys, Arya Fane here. Today I'm here. Not the best video to be. Um, if you're sensitive about realistic events, I would suggest clicking away from this video. This is going to be my recount of what happened the day of 9/11 because I know everyone I work with, because of the age gap, even Kirito, he was still a baby when it happened. Most of you know, if not all of you know, I'm 30 years old. I was born in 1991, and Kirito's 2001. So, or no, 2000. He's 2000. Excuse me. So he's 9 years younger than me. So he was still like 1 year old when this ordeal happened. So I decided, and Kirito also suggested and encouraged that I talk about what happened the day 9/11 happened, because all of our cast is under the age of 25 or younger, so they don't really remember it. They're too young, 5 years old, whatever. So I decided to talk about it. So when 9/11 happened, I was still in elementary school. I was 10 years old. Again, I'm 30. It happened 20 years ago, literally. So, yeah. So it just started out as a normal day. Went on the bus, typical 90s, or, well, not 90s, it was 2001. So early 2000s, it's the same stinky yellow bus with the sweaty seats. I'm pretty sure you guys ride them. I hated them. So smelly. And back then they didn't have AC in the buses. I know they still don't in some of the buses, but most of the buses I've seen have AC installed into them. But anyway, yeah, it was September. I was not in Florida. I was actually born in Wisconsin. Um, at the time it was Neenah. I went to St. Gabe's. I don't know if it's still called that, but it was like a private school with the uniforms and stuff. So I was in my dress and stuff, and my older brother, he was a grade ahead of me, so I think I was in fourth and he was in fifth grade, I believe, I want to say. Fourth and fifth. Or third and fourth, I don't really remember exactly. But all I remember is panic. Like, there was a bunch of, moms and dads and people were being pulled from class, and I didn't understand why. It was very confusing and scary because my mom looked very worried. And at first she didn't tell me what was going on. It was kind of like we were expecting, like, the plane collided with the twin towers and stuff, and there was rumors that there was going to be more bombs, and my parents totally panicked. Like, they brought both me and my older brother from school. Again, that's St. Gabe's in Neenah, Menasha area in Wisconsin. I was born in St. Elizabeth, in Green Bay. Yeah, I've spent, like, I don't know. I moved to Florida when I was like 12. Yeah, 12 or 13. I don't really remember. But yeah, I'm from a small town, Neenah, Menasha. They used to have that giant the giant slide at Fritzie Park. Fritzie, and a lot of sledding, and they do as they would do. I'm getting distracted. Okay, here we go. So again, pulled from school, my mom and dad were panicking. They rushed us down to the basement, and we literally didn't come out of that basement for an entire week. Because they thought that they were going to be bombing everywhere around America. At least my parents did. I didn't know what was really going on with the news because my mom and dad weren't very forthcoming at first. Like, they just said, we love you a lot, and it was crazy. After a while, things changed a little bit. There was more cops around, and as I recall, they didn't allow people to travel as much for a bit. But that's honestly all I can really remember is that panic, that fear of not really knowing what's going on. And, at that moment, it could have, easily hit anywhere. Like, it didn't, fortunately. Fortunately, it was, just that one. I mean, unfortunate that it happened at all to begin with, but unfortunate. I mean, it is fortunate that it didn't hit the rest of America. I just remember being so scared that it was gonna be our turn next. I mean, as a 10-year-old, how can you grasp that? It was very confusing seeing your mother and father panic. And I figured I'd talk about it a little bit. It was very, I think, honestly, going through a 10-year-old's brain, I just was extremely confused and scared, is what I would sum it up. I couldn't really have the capacity to be angry until I got older, really. Because, again, I wasn't really ever a normal child developing. I was very antisocial and kind of like how I portray Arya. But, I'm a little bit, actually, Arya's a little bit braver than myself, believe it or not. I had to, I guess that's the issue growing up. I'd never really had friends I mean, I had a couple, still talk, but, you know, I never really had those friends that, stuck around. They would come and go, and, I never really had anything until I met Kirito and the cast, and now I have, like, a steady friendship with so many people now. It's, like, completely different. But, yeah, I just figured I'd put it out on the table, what happened. But, yeah, that's my recount of 9/11. And I'm in a dark room because I am paying respect to the people that unfortunately did not survive 9/11, which is the people in the towers and outlying areas. So I'm lighting one candle for all of them. I wish I could light thousands and thousands of camera candles, but I think it would crash the server if I did that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The historical 20 years ago. I mean, I'm a little late. I'll admit it. It's because I didn't really know what I want to say. But yeah, um, stuff like this shouldn't happen. And unfortunately, we have those bad eggs. Unfortunately, we have people that will, like, you know, people tear each other apart in real life, not just, you know, in a fantasy world. There's real world too. I know it's very scary and dark sometimes, but we have our friends and family to help us get through it. There's always someone to reach out to. And even if you don't have friends or family, there's always people, you know? There's always someone you can talk to. If you don't have anybody, I want you to go ahead and message me on Discord if you don't have anyone to talk to, because I know what it's like to be alone. And I hated being alone. So I'm really happy I met my Discord family. Anyway, enough sad stuff. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I just wanted to take a moment of silence, recount what I went through, and maybe scratch the surface of what others went through during 9/11. Again, every story is different, but this is just my story. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more horrifying stories out there that people are actually in the outlying area of 9/11, or people that have family that perished. Maybe a survivor that actually was in the building. I don't have that type of. I didn't go through that. But there's people out there. But I figured, why not? I'm literally the only cast member out of Kirito's channel and my own channel that can really recount these events. So I was alive and coherent. I was 10. So anyway, hopefully this wasn't too dark of material. Just a recount, a retelling of what happened when I was just a kid. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I can get better content out. I have videos recorded, I just need to edit them. I have like 3 videos recorded, and we're going to be recording next week on 2 more episodes. We're going to be wrapping up season 1, and then we'll proceed to season 2 for my series. And Kyoto's, you'll have to see and watch and find out. Anyway, bye bye. This is Arya Fane signing out. Woo!